Welcome to Beauty and Chronic Pain. Finally back with a makeup video. As usual, I plan to do this much sooner than I am, but I've just been too exhausted. So let's dig in. I've done the usual prep for my skin and primes on my face. So I've got a new foundation. I'm going to use this here, which is the Maybelline SuperStay multifunction makeup stick. So basically a stick foundation. My tan has faded from the summer and I finally got a foundation that's the right shade. Well, I'm hoping it's the right shade. So it was difficult to colour match in the store. The downside of living in a small town and being too lazy to go in the city. So this colour is number 30 Sand. So hopefully that'll match. This is double-sided with a blending sponge on the end. So we'll see how that goes. But before I do that, I'm going to quickly powder my nose because my nose is always way oilier than everything else. I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. I'm looking for a colour. I think it's supposed to be translucent. That's why I got it anyway. So that's that. It looks actually really, you can see the powder at the bottom. Also figure out how to hold this up to the camera. Yeah, it looks really white, but if I remember correctly, it doesn't come out massively white on your face, which is the goal I'm going for. Do that. It's actually a contour brush, which I don't use for contouring. And I really use this. It's a duo fibre brush from Real Techniques. Hopefully this isn't going to cling into any dry patches. I did moisturise with a product by The Ordinary called Marine Hyaluronics, and it smells awful, but it doesn't make my face too oily like some moisturisers do. Getting that balance is hard. So back to the foundation stick. You don't get a lot of product in there, that's literally it. Like, what kind of nonsense is that? But I couldn't find my trusty Estee Lauder one, and it hasn't expired. It's so annoying because I'm sure I left it in this room, in one of the main acrylic things I use to hold makeup. But anyway, so I think that is an A-OK colour match. Ugh, I hate how light I am. That goes on so creamy. I'm not going to do all over my face at the moment, so let's try the little blender it comes with. That is just vanished into my skin. Trying to work out if there's any actually pigment on my face, because sort of looks like it's just all gone into the blender. Avoid the delicate under eye area. I would say that is a very good colour match Just looking at my face in the mirror down here. Just gonna look at my phone there. It looks fine to me. But this is definitely not full coverage. So it's showing up some pigment. It's not covering up the dry patch I have there, which is fine because I don't really want it to cling to that dry patch. Put a second layer on. See how that looks. See how buildable it is. You can see the colour going on the sponge. I do not like how that looks, but just get on with it. So obviously, as this is Maybelline, it is very inexpensive. I think it was like $9.99 or less. Yeah, I'd say that's built up the coverage okay. Still only looks medium coverage. And I'm more of a cake, just put a little bit on my eyes, a cake face girl, since my medication started wrecking my skin. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you might know that I am a compulsive skin picker. Do the other side. Lots on. This is so nice and creamy though. More, bring it down to my neck. I'm gonna get like 5 uses out of this. It's so light coverage. So be aware of that if this isn't something you intend to buy. When I colour match, it's really difficult because I'm quite light, and a lot of foundations that are my colour is like when you're buying it either high street / drugstore foundation to a high-end makeup. Some of them, like this one, it's a slightly too pink based for me, I think. I prefer something a little more yellow based rather than pink if you can't get a neutral. I'm kind of not liking using this sponge just because I can hear the lid clicking on the other end. But you can see this is melting quite nicely. Trying to pat it into the skin more rather than swipe it too much. Even though I have been swiping a bit. If you're not careful when blending in foundation, you can just end up moving it around and then it won't you know, it'll just move around instead of, you know, sitting on your skin the way you want it to, or you can end up, like when you're trying to buff it in, you can end up causing micro exfoliation, which will not look good either. Then it'll make your skin look really textured. You might be able to see some weird stuff in my ears. These are seeds from an acupuncturist. It's supposed to help with, you know, cravings and my digestion. I think the coverage is okay, it's not great. But I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. the next step is concealer. Gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape. Even though that's really full coverage, but just use that a bit sparingly. Put it around my mouth because I have darkness around my lips from picking. I use Clean Beauty Blender, and I use mine dry because that gives it, you get fuller coverage when you use your beauty blenders dry. And this is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion one, which I buy because it's cheaper than the brand, the actual brand beauty blender, as you probably know. Just cancelling out the veins on my eyelids. Quite happy with that. And then the main new thing I try and just clean a little bit is the new I don't know how new this is, I think it's pretty new. The Revolution palette done with Soph. Look how shiny that is, how reflective. See a few finger marks on there. So Soph does nails, which you may have seen. She's English and she works with Makeup Revolution a lot. This is the Extra Spice palette. Ultra shadows, 18 ultra professional eyeshadows. If I can open it. I opened this a minute ago. What is happening? Ooh, the clear plastic just fell out. Comes with a nice big mirror. And look at these colours. This palette sort of reminds me a bit of is it Too Faced? I want to say Too Faced. Yeah, Too Faced. The chocolate gold palette. My brain has gone like whoop. So it has great shade names, starting from this side going across. Everyday, Running Late, Infinity, Cheesecake, Cookie Dough and Dreams. Then underneath Dreams, Vitamin C, Sweet and Sour, 21, Romance, Enchanted, Lakes. Then the black is called Reputation, Aurora, LA Sun, Mulled Wine, Chocolate Orange and Brownies. So it's a combination of matte, foiled and shimmers. I saw Dana Banana use, I think it was this palette she used, not a different Soph one. I thought, oh, that looks good, let me get it. I got this in Superdrugs. So I'm just having a look at my skin in this mirror. My skin is not good. Looking at this foundation, I still think it's a bit rubbish. Like even I think I just did one layer on this side and two on this, and that is not good coverage in my opinion. I can see everything that's wrong with my skin, like all the acne scarring. Ugh, but what can you do? Nothing that I can be bothered with right now. So I'm going to dive into this palette. Just looking at the shimmers, trying to work out which colours I want to use. So like what, I don't know what the overall look I'm going for is yet. I just wanted to do a video and play with makeup. Play with my new palette. But you know, it's like autumn weather, fall, whatever you call it. depending on where you're from. So with that in mind, do kind of deep makeup, I suppose. Deep colours. Just making sure my brush is clean. It's not clean at all before using it. So I'm going to go in with cookie dough, which is this one here. So do a transition shade. See how that looks. Just keep it simple because I'm hungry and still and forever tired. That blends in with my skin tone like a little bit too well. But what can you do? What I can do is bring a deeper brown. I'm going to go in with cheesecake, which is next to it. With this colour in the middle. Get that deeper shade and put that in my crease. That's not doing much for me. So let's try maybe a different brush would be better. Make sure it's clean. Go with cheesecake. Yeah, that's nice. Stronger, but not like too strong. It's buildable. Not patchy, it's got good pigment. The palette doesn't smell like anything. So in that sense, it is not like the other one. I think I'll actually go for... Oh, just dropped my brush. Where did that go? How did that just vanish? Ugh, I'll find it later. Going with the colour Brownies. Much deeper. This brown colour. Otherwise I'll be all day building it. That's good. That's good. I'm just trying to not get too much colour on the brush, too much pigment, because I don't want it to be difficult to blend out. Bring that right in the crease. That's nice. Where did that brush go? I don't understand where, ow, just cut myself, where that brush went. How was it flown away? Come back to me, brush. So weird. I'm going to just do one eye at a time to stop this video taking forever. Build it up a little more on this side. I was going to do like a halo effect because I don't do cut creases. but maybe I should try some point. It's important to have the right tools. I'm thinking, should I wet the brush? Let's not wet it, let's see how this, so I'm going in with the colour Romance, which is a beautiful, I'm terrible describing colours, I think it's kind of, oh, I'm bleeding, like a purpley burgundy colour. Oh no, the sparkles. I got like the bare minimum on the brush then, so it's going a little bit harder. Not seeing any kit back, which is good. Very little fallout on my face, but oh, look at that. Oh, that's so pretty, so pigmented. This colour actually reminds me of, I get the Huda Beauty palette Desert Dusk. Reminds me of the colour Royal, just there, which is, that one's definitely more of a purple than Romance looks, but it's so pretty. I can feel it falling on my face a little bit. I think that looks really nice. Get a clean, very fluffy brush. It's a Geofiber brush, just says eye brush, Raw Techniques of course. Just soften up the lines between the three colours. Use the clean side of my sponge that I didn't use earlier and just get that fallout out of there. I actually spread the glitter colour, which is done. I'm just gonna clean that up quickly with a bit of micellar water. Should have probably done the eye makeup before the foundation, but it's too late now. I'll let that dry for a minute and then I'll add some more concealer. So that glittery looks very red on my eyes compared to in the palette, like a very deep red. I really like it. I think it looks beautiful. I don't really like the brown on the outside. That colour Reputation isn't actually black. Looking at it, it is a very dark green. So apparently I'm colourblind. But looking at it on the back of this box that came with it, it looks more black. But the palette is definitely a dark green colour. I'm going to do the other eye and then come back. Okay, that's the eye look complete. I put some mascara on using the Lancôme Hypnôse Volume Apporter, which I just butchered with my non-French accent. I put some inner corner highlight using, I mixed Everyday, which is this shade here. Let's hold that up probably. This one with Infinity. Everyday didn't sparkle enough for me, but then I put Everyday just under my brows because it's more subtle. I felt there to have a bit more of a subtle highlight. And then I lightly filled in my brows using the Tamer Brow Cream from Georgia Asda. And I put some more concealer under this eye because I had to clean it off. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup. First of all, I'm going to grab some toast because I'm starving and shaky. And then I'll be back to finish my makeup and show you the finished look. So this is the finished look. I went, did a little blush with the Lottie London Blush Crush powder, which is nice and sparkly. Shade is called Nick. It's just one of my favourite blushes. It's a nice candy Barbie pink. I used Collection Bronze Glow Mosaic in #1 Sunkissed to give my face some warmth. Ugh. Try not to pick up the light from the ring light on reflective surfaces like that. It is difficult. I used the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb highlighter, How Many Carats. Use my finger just to go over my cheeks and the bridge of my nose. And then I used a Beauty Bakerie lip whip in this is Berried lip whip, which is probably expired actually, because there's 12 months. I'm pretty sure I've had that longer than 12 months, but I really like it. There's glitter in there, glitter everywhere. Glitter in the bronzer, glitter in the highlighter, glitter in the lipstick, and just a glitter baby really. So let me know what you think of the look below. I think this is like dark, but it's not too dark. It's not like goth dark. Not that there's anything wrong with goth dark, it's just not the look I'm going for. Take off my cute little ears, let the long hair out. Look at that craziness. Oh, itchy scalp. So yeah, that's my finished look. Oh, let me come close up. I would not wear this foundation again. I don't think. Just because for me it's not enough coverage. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. It looks like I missed off the inner line on my lips. That looks really weird, doesn't it? Colour doesn't really stay there on my lips very well in the inner corner. Now this angle, the top lip looks really like a little bit messy. I think it's gone a little bit outside the line there. But like from a different angle, it looks different. Anyway, there'll be some stills of this makeup on my Instagram, which is linked below, and let me know what you think. So I don't know why I go like this, but yeah, that's me done. So give it a thumbs up, let me know what you think. Oh, I'm living for this red shade and the red lips. Yeah, bye.